Vincent over here again. This video talks about combo charts, when to apply it, and what are the situations that give rise to applying this combo chart. I have this data over here that has transaction date, location, units, selling price, and revenue. Very soon I'm going to plot a graph basing it on selling price and revenue. Now you can see something here about the data which I also like to point out to you. Selling price and revenue. Selling price has very small denomination. It's all single digit. Where revenue, if you take a look closely, you can see that it's in thousands and hundreds. So this is the data that I'm going to use, very drastic opposite ends of each other. When you get a set of data like this and asked to draw a graph, something that comes into your mind should be the combo graph or combo chart. Now firstly, I'm going to plot it normally. I'm going to select the date and using my control button, selecting the selling price per unit in column D and selecting the revenue in column E. I'm going to go into insert, look for the line graph over here. I want to choose this line graph with markers. I haven't clicked on the line graph with markers yet, but Excel Live Preview already gives me of what will happen if I click on it. So I'm going to go ahead and click, and there is my graph. There are two lines there. If you notice, right, the trend is quite obvious on the orange line. The orange line is revenue, while the blue line represents selling price per unit. But the selling price per unit, it looks like a flat line, as we know, because these two are on two separate scales. One is small, one is big. So surely selling price looks like a flat line when plotted against thousands, right? So this is where we think about the combo chart and how to use it. Go to the change chart type over here. By the way, it is under design, just to take note. I'm going to click on it. This is the option that I'm looking for. Okay. Under combo chart, there are a couple of options here. The function allows us to change the type of graph and also to specify, or rather re-specify, the data which the axis belong to. Now this plays an important part where we have this blue line and orange line situation where both lines you can't actually see the scale because one is big, one is small. So I'm very keen to put either one of them. In this case, I'm going to select selling price and put it on a secondary axis. Now watch what happens. The sample already shows that, hey, I'm already getting a trend because selling price is put on a separate y-axis when I click this. I'm going to click on this and change it back to the original thing that I selected just now, which is line markers, and there it is. I'm going to click OK and come out. So there it is. I produce a combo chart that shows me the trend of both lines, which couldn't be seen earlier because the other series is now under a separate secondary axis. And this allows me to compare both sets of data when I look at trend and things like that. Things to remember, combo chart allows us to change the type of graph when we have two sets of data or more, and we can also put the data on the secondary axis. That's all.